Labia stands for Lesbians Against Bad Ideas and Action. Labia is a nonprofit group dedicated to informing the lesbian community of useful services and actions. Another public service announcement. This week's feature story on Labia is about excessive drinking during the holiday season and what a bad idea that can be. On November 29th, a Saturday, Casey Van Dyke made a very bad decision to go out for a night of drinking without having anything to eat. Everybody knows you should always eat before you start drinking. Casey's night began around 9 p.m., but it was raining so heavily. She wasn't sure if she wanted to go out, so she had a couple of drinks at the house. Then she decided she was going to go head to the local gay pub, the Cock Den. Although Casey was already wasted from drinking a whole bunch at her house, she was really happy to see her friends Jill and Janelle when she walked through the door. When Casey stumbled through the door, Jill and Janelle were so happy to see her. Although she was a little wasted, Casey was very happy to see the rest of her friends too. Casey bought everyone a round of drinks and a round of shots. Feeling a little left out, Janelle had a margarita the size of her head. Everyone was in great spirits and just so happy to be together. Before she knew it, more friends started showing up. Amy was thoroughly enjoying herself. Janelle and Amy thought it would be a great idea to start a drinking game at the bar. That's when things got a little out of hand. Although the game had already ended, Casey just started downing them. Not that it was a competition, but Janelle wanted to play catch-up by double-fisting it, a term used when drinking out of two different containers at the same time. Others started joining in. Everyone was starting to get a little frisky. And wild. Casey's a lesbian, but she didn't even know what she was doing anymore. Jill wasn't quite that drunk yet. The after-hours party was a rager. Casey started really hitting on Jill, but Jill was not having it. Determined to get her groove on, she turned to her left to find RJ. Yum. They wouldn't stop drinking, and they started becoming belligerent. Things got hot. Really, really hot. RJ became so upset, he made out with Casey and his boyfriend was in the next room. Worried that his boyfriend would leave him, he quickly left Casey on the couch. Casey turned to her right to find the very intoxicating Janelle sitting right beside her. They began to talk. They were having such a great time, they decided to drink even more. Trying to seduce Janelle, Casey thought it would be a great idea to feed her some chocolate. Janelle said she didn't like the bittersweet taste of the chocolate with her Cosmopolitan, so she passed it off to Casey with her teeth. Janelle wasn't sure what to do. She just hoped her girlfriend wasn't watching. Before you knew it, their lips were about to touch. Did Casey really have any skill? Was it going to happen? Were they going to kiss? Or was this piece of chocolate just going to melt in their mouths? All of a sudden, they both received text messages from their significant others. Totally wasted, they decided to compare their girlfriend's angry messages. Janelle couldn't believe her girlfriend texted her from the other room. Talk about passive-aggressive. Janelle knew she didn't have much time, so she wiped the chocolate from Casey's lips. Jill playfully grabbed Janelle by the scarf. It was time to go. Casey felt so rejected and embarrassed that she had to get another drink. People started passing out all over the place. Realizing it was 4 a.m., Casey decided to head home to her girlfriend. She seemed to be having a little trouble with the door. Bystanders claimed that she was trying to unlock the door. This wasn't even her house. Reports state that Casey was trying to unlock the door for about 5 minutes. Casey was too drunk to drive, but one of the guests actually walked her to her car. There were no reports as to what happened to Casey after she left the party. Casey's girlfriend states that she found Casey lying on the floor next to the Christmas tree. Leslie immediately checked Casey's pulse. Leslie was so frightened, she didn't know what to do. Casey was completely unconscious. Leslie immediately began giving Casey CPR. She wasn't breathing and her lips were blue. In a state of panic, she immediately called 911. On November 30th at 5 a.m., Casey was pronounced dead on the scene due to alcohol poisoning.